Hey everybody, Neil here with Roland DGShape. Today is October 1st, 2024, and we are really excited to announce the launch of our newest milling device, the DWX 53D. You can see it here on the screen. It is a single puck machine, basically the little brother to the DWX 53DC. It shares the same spindle, accessories, and a lot of the same attributes between the 53DC and the 53D. So we're going to cover some of those today quickly to give you an overview on the 53D and some of its capabilities. So let's jump into it. All right, the 53D, there's some upgrades to this device. Based on the upgrade from the 52D or 52D Plus to the 53D, we have 1.5 times the grip force to the tool from the collet. This gives us advantages when we're using larger tooling for milling of plastics or PMMAs, like our 4mm single flute, which we'll talk about more here shortly. This machine is also reinforced and has a very robust frame. We've added thicker gauge steel to the inside of the machine to give it more rigidity and essentially making it more accurate. The 53D, when upgrading from the 52 series, gives you an extra 5 degrees in the B axes. This is important for undercut areas, but mostly for angled screw channels. If you're using Millbox or Hyperdent these days, the ISB tools, those T-cutters and the long reach tools have become very popular, which is something we have available for this device. Very handy when doing all-on-4 multi-unit abutments and cases with deeper, longer screw channels. So big advantages there to that extra 5 degrees when we talk about screw retained cases. We also have the newer roughing tools for the 53 series, the single flute 4mm. It is also able to use the single flute 3mm, which was used in the 52 series. Some people prefer the 3mm for offset saving, so saved material. But anybody who's doing a milled denture base like we see here would likely prefer to use that 4mm single flute and not worry so much about lost material, because typically you're only yielding one restoration per puck. So larger cases like this, that 4mm single flute is a fantastic option, but there are people who do prefer that 3mm single flute. Has a built-in web camera, just like the 53DC. That means you could monitor the status of the device or what's going on inside the milling chamber remotely. You can have it in a waiting room, a lobby. You can log in from home or from your phone and check the status of the jobs that are running in the machine. As always, we have vPanel, free updates, free upgrades. All of that's available for you through our website. And here we have a look at that frame of the machine in this slide. So you can see on what would be your left side of the machine, right above the Z-axis and the back of the machine, we've reinforced this entire device to give it twice the rigidity of any machine we've ever had before, essentially making this machine the most accurate we've ever produced. So that's a huge advantage. Still 5 axes, just like the rest of our dry mill fleet. Automatic calibrations, precision ball screw system. Those ball screws have been upgraded from the previous version. Built-in ionizer, important for milling any types of plastic or PMMA, making it significantly easier to clean up. Use a replaceable spindle. Even though you do have that upgraded spindle version in the 53DC and the 53D, you are still able to replace your own spindle, so you don't have to ship your machine off to get it repaired or wait for a technician to show up. Order a spindle when you need one, comes overnight. You can replace it the next day, a lot less downtime. Again, twice the rigidity in the frame. And due to the rigidity and the ability to use larger tooling, we are saving 20 to 30% in milling time on PMMAs and about 20% on milled zirconia cases. So here I have a all-on-4 zirconia case, 25mm puck in the 53 series paired with Hyperdent. We're able to produce this in about 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's about an hour savings from previous times in the 52 series. So huge advantages there. And here I have a all-on-4, well, all-on-6 PMMA case, again, 25mm puck. Utilizing that 4mm tool here, And Hyperdent, we are able to mill this in just an hour and 50 minutes. So huge time savings. Something like this would have previously taken about 3 hours. So production bandwidth, huge advantages to upgrading to a 53 series mill. The exterior of the machine, because we reinforced this device, it's going to be heavier than the 52 series. It's going to be 231 pounds. If you put a 53 DC and a 52D next to each other, this one would fall in line right in the middle. So it's kind of an in-between size between the 53 DC and the 52 series mill. We've also changed the door on the device. So small upgrade, but something that's pretty neat. It is magnetic. So when you go to close that door, it's not going to slide and slam down shut, essentially wearing your door sensors out. So we're protecting the machine by having that magnetic design. The door slides up and down easily. It's also generating a better seal. So the vacuum, which is extracting the mill debris, is going to have a better draw, keeping the inside of that machine cleaner. So small change, but something significant. A clean machine is a running machine. We've also redesigned the clamping system inside of the single puck device. Obviously, in the 53 DC, we have the automated changer, but here we have one-handed puck swaps in and out. With the 52 series, likely you had to have two hands inside the device at one time, tightening the clamps while holding that puck in position. So in this device, you're simply just going to slide the device in, and with that same hand, pinch your two fingers together on the white clamps, which we see here. Pinching that shut, securing the puck inside the machine, making it a little more user-friendly than the 52 series itself. You will notice that this machine does share the same accessories, whether it's the open edge adapters or the 6-pack of material adapters. So if you already have a 53 DC and order a 53D, all of those adapters will become interchangeable and usable between each machine. So advantage there. We've had a slight modification in the cleaning procedures after the mill is done with its milling process. We've all seen zirconia all over countertops and labs right around their milling area, maybe on the bench. We want to keep as much of that mill debris in the machine or in the vacuum as possible. So at the completion of the job, you have an option in the software to use a standard cleaning. The Z-axis where the spindle is located will pass over the puck and blow away any mill debris. You have the option of selecting standard, high speed, or high quality. So you have choices there. There's also a new feature in the most up-to-date V panel that will allow you to turn off this feature entirely, although we don't necessarily encourage it. Again, we want to keep all that mill debris inside the machine. We have the open edge adapter, which gives you same capabilities as the C-clamp adapter. It will not mill at that 90 degree, which you're familiar with in the 52D. But because we have these beveled edges here on the top and bottom of the adapter, we are able to reach all of the high detail undercut areas of an all-on-4 case or a denture itself. So we lose nothing as far as detail milling going from the C-clamp 90 degree feature over to the open edge. We are able to duplicate the same accuracies with this clamp, but the open edge clamp actually, because it's positioned around the entire puck, absorbs more of the vibration of the machine, of the tool and the puck, which could give you advantages as far as detail and accuracy. So here's a quick look at the spec sheet. This dry machine is able to mill all of the materials its big brother, the 53 DC can, PMMA zirconia wax, composite resins, PEEK, pectin, gypsum, fiber reinforced resin like a Trilor material, and that pre-sintered chromium cobalt, which would need to be fired in an argon furnace. Again, as I mentioned, an extra 5 degrees in the B axis. 231 pounds. This machine is going to come with one open edge adapter, a 6-pack of material adapters, a set of ZPB tools, which are our special tools for acrylic and PMMA milling. They have a specialty coating that's going to allow them to last longer on those materials. And it will come with the 4mm single flute tool. So that will be provided with the device itself. It can accept 98.5 diameter pucks. minimum thickness of 10 millimeters, and a maximum thickness of 60 millimeters. As always, our devices come with a 2-year trouble-free warranty. The only thing that you need to do is register that machine on our website, DGShapeUSA.com or DGShapeAmericas.com. Right at the top of that webpage, there'll be a warranty registration. All you need is the serial number, enter your contact information within 60 days of receiving the machine, and that will activate your 2nd year of warranty. So really important point. Unfortunately, it's something we see regularly. Registrations are forgotten. We need to make sure we register devices. The price point of this device is slightly higher than the 52D, but there are some production advantages here as far as faster milling times itself. So you have the option of buying the machine standalone, or you can buy it bundled with the Hyperdent CAM software. We'd also have the ability to bundle this machine with our 3DX print device, which would include the printer, the wash and cure unit with 3 bottles of resin for an additional $3,000 of the machine cost. So you'd have a print setup and a milling machine all in one for a very affordable price. We are now offering a professional installation. So this can be purchased from us directly or any one of our partners who sell our devices. This would include someone coming out on site, a technician who has gone through our Roland DGShape Academy. Day 1, they would set up and install the machine, confirm it's working properly. Day 2, they would train the new owner in how to maintain and how to use the hardware itself. This package wouldn't include CAM software training. So this is something nice to be aware of. And if you need any more information about the DWX 53D, you can log on to our website here, or you can call your friends over at Nowak Dental. They can put together a quote for you, find out more information. But if you're looking to see this machine in person soon, we will be displaying it this weekend at LMT East in Tarrytown. So we look forward to seeing you there. Thanks.